Hello and welcome to another walkthrough of equations of the line 2 from MyMaths. It's task 221. Okay, so here we go. Y equals 2x take away 7. So you have to remember that in the equation of any line you've got y equals x plus c. So whichever number is in front of m, it's called the coefficient of whichever number is in front of x, it's called the coefficient of x, is the gradient, and the c, the constant term at the end, is where the line cuts through the y-axis. It's called the y-intercept, or just intercept in this case. Right, so we've gone with, so the gradient this one is clearly 2 because it's the coefficient of x. The y-intercept is 7 because it's the constant term, and you've got to be careful with negative signs. The gradient this one is minus 3x, so minus 3 is the gradient, sorry, not minus 3x, just minus 3, which tells me the line goes down. Number 9, and then that's that. So fairly straightforward opening task. Next lot, and all in different formats, and the first thing I have to do is rearrange them, and then I can spot the gradient and the intercept. So to do this one, all I'm going to do is just take the x off this side, and therefore take it off the other side as well. You have to balance things out. So I get y equals 5 take away x. And now that's that done. The gradient is minus, there's only one x there, so it's just minus 1. And the y-intercept is the number 5, or plus 5. On this one, I've got a 2 tied in with y here, so all I'll do is I'll just divide everything by 2. So I divide this side by 2, means I divide all these by 2 as well. Divide by 2 everywhere. So I get y equals 3x, take away 2. The gradient is 3, and the intercept is minus 2. On this last question, a little bit of rearrangement to do. So first of all, I notice this is negative, so I want the y to be positive, so I'll put that over there. So I'll have 10x equals 14 plus 5y. So now to isolate the y, I'll get rid of this 14, so I'll just take it off that side, take away 14, and take away 14 from this side is 10x take away 14 equals 5y. And then to get rid of the 5, I just divide it. Divide here by 5, divide here by 5, divide here by 5, everything gets divided by 5. And you're left with twice x minus, and 14 divided by 5 is 2.8 equals just the y. Or in other words, y is equal to 2x. Am I seeing this at the bottom? Yes. Minus the 2.8. That tells me that the gradient m is equal to 2, and the intercept with the y-axis is minus 2.8. Okay, task done. Next questions. So the next questions, I'll have to move things over a little bit. Move this. Where is it working? Oh, you can see anything? I'll just put this on there. Better. Not yet, not yet, not yet. I'll move this up. Oh. No, that was awful. Right, I'm just having a mess about with this camera now. Right, that's better. Okay, so I've got to match the lines with the equations. Now, first of all, the equations are a bit out of order, really, so I need to rearrange things. So I'm going to take the 5 off, and then I'm going to take the 2x off as well. So if I take the 5 off and I take the 2x off, and I'll just do it over here, take 2x and take away 5 as well, and I'm left with y equals minus 2x minus 5. So I'll just do that for all the equations to kick off with, and we'll be able to match them up. So this one I'll just I'll take off the 2x to start with, so I'll have take off the 2x here. 5y equals 10 take away 2x, and now I'll divide by 5, divide by 5 and divide by 5, and I'll get y equals 2 take away, and 2 divided by 5 is 0.4 lots of x. And then the last one I've got negative, put on the other side to make positive, so 5x equals 10 plus the 2y. So I just added the 2y on because it was negative on that side. I don't like it being negative. Take away the 10, so take off this 10, so 5x minus 10 equals 2y. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide everything by 2, divide everything by 2, and I'm left with 2.5x take away 5 equals y. So the equation now becomes y is equal to 2.5x take away 5. Okay, Right, let's look at the lines. Now, first thing to note is this one's going down, this one's going down, this is the only one, B is the only one going upwards, so this has got a positive gradient, so M has to be positive. Let's have a look. So M there is negative, it's minus 2. M there is also negative, it's minus 0.4. M there is positive, this one has to be B. So we've got B down here. Okay, next one, we've got, so they're going downhill. This one, the intercept on A is down here at minus 5. So the C value is minus 5. Let's have a look. So there's minus 5 there. So that must be A. And that leaves by default this one to be C. Now we'll quick check on C. I've got the intercept as a 2 again, so it's 1, 2 up. So the intercept there is 2, the gradient minus 0.4, which isn't very nice. So that one. Next questions. So gradient of parallel lines. So the thing about parallel lines, two parallel lines, they're the same steepness, aren't they? So if you have two lines which are parallel, then the gradients have got to be the same. So if I can figure out the gradient of this line, that will be the gradient of any parallel line to it. So let's just rearrange this. So I'm going to move the minus 5 over. So I'll just add 5 to both sides. So I'll get minus 2x plus y equals 5. And then I'll add the 2x on the other side as well. Add the 2x on the other side. So I'll get y equals 2x plus 5. So the gradient here is 2. And therefore the gradient any parallel line is also going to be 2. So it doesn't matter. Oops, look, it's dropped off the thing. So it's just saying there, the gradient there is 2, and therefore the gradient there for any parallel line has to be 2 as well, because there wouldn't be parallels if they were at different steepnesses. The last questions, are we on the page? Yes, we are. So I've just got to figure out the gradient of this line, quite straightforward. All I've got to do is rearrange this to get y by itself. So first of all, I notice it's negative, so I'll make it positive by just adding it to the other side. So I'll have minus 2x equals 3 plus 3y. Now I'll take off this 3, so I'll take off the 3 from this side. I've got minus 2x minus 3 equals 3y. Finally, just divide by the 3. So divide by this 3 to get rid of the 3. So divide that one by 3 and divide this one by 3. And I've got minus 2/3 of x. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so minus 1 equals y. And then just turn it round so you can see it better. So y equals minus 2/3 of x minus 1. So the gradient m has to be minus 2 over 3. So it's a sloping down line, not very steep actually. It's only the gradient minus 2/3. That looks like to be the end of that one. Have fun on MyMaths, people. Bye bye now.